mind-blowing sound, next-level noise cancellation, and a price that'll make you think twice. Has Sony just dropped the ultimate game-changer with the WH-1000XM6? Alright, let's dive into why these headphones might just be unbeatable in 2025. I've been rocking these for a couple weeks, and let me tell you, I've got thoughts. Stick around to find out if these are worth your hard-earned cash. Alright, let's start with how these things look and feel. The Sony WH-1000XM6 sticks with that sleek, futuristic vibe from the XM5. Think diagonal lines, flat surfaces, and a lightweight, all-plastic build. They come in 3 colors, black, navy blue, and a slick silver. I'm vibing with the blue, but fair warning, those darker shades? Total fingerprint magnets. Ever pulled out your headphones and they look like a crime scene? Yeah, that's these if you're not careful. The 30mm carbon fiber drivers make these super light, so they're comfy for hours. I wore them on a 6-hour flight, and my ears didn't feel like they'd been in a wrestling match. The slide mechanism for size adjustment is smooth, and the ear cups hug your head just right. Great passive noise isolation even before you turn on the fancy tech. But the plastic does feel a bit plasticky. Solid, but not as premium as, say, the metal-heavy AirPods Max. The carry case? Chef's kiss. It's foldable, sleek for over-ears, and has this satisfying magnetic latch. No fiddly zippers. The touch controls on the right ear cup, swipe for tracks, tap for play/pause, are decent but not perfect. I kept wishing for tactile buttons like on the Nothing Headphone one. Anyone else fumble with touch controls in a rush? Now let's talk sound, because holy cow, these deliver. Out of the box, the XM6 sound phenomenal. The highs have punch without being harsh. Mids are warm and detailed, and the bass? It thumps in this controlled, satisfying way. I was listening to some lo-fi beats while working, and it felt like I was in the studio with the artist. The soundstage is wide, though not as wide as AirPods Max, but it's plenty immersive. Sony's Headphones app is where the magic happens. The new EQ is a game changer. No more guessing which frequency to tweak. You pick from 5 sound profiles, blind, so you're not swayed by graphs. Then it fine-tunes your choice with 5 more options. I ended up with a profile that boosted the bass just a tad for my hip-hop playlist. What's your go-to music vibe? Something bass-heavy or more vocal-driven? This app lets you tailor it perfectly. Then there's Sony's 360 Reality Audio, their take on spatial audio. It's cool, making music feel like it's swirling around you, like you're at a live gig. But here's the catch. It only works with Amazon Music, Tidal, or Nugs.net. Who's out here subscribing to Nugs.net? Crickets. Unlike Apple's spatial audio, which works system-wide, Sony's version feels niche. The tracks master for its sound great, but it's not worth switching streaming services. I tried it with some jazz tracks on Tidal, and it was fun but not life-changing. Oh, and DSC Extreme? It's Sony's audio upscaling tech. I think it makes low bitrate tracks sound a bit more open, but it's subtle. Placebo? Maybe. It does sip a bit more battery, so I turn it off when I'm on the go. Sony claims these have the best noise cancellation on the market, and I'm not arguing. These things are wild. The design already blocks out a ton, but flip on active noise cancellation, ANC, and it's like the world vanishes. I was in a noisy cafe, and it was just me and my music. The transparency mode is just as good. Voices and ambient sounds come through naturally, perfect for when the barista calls your name. There's an auto ANC feature that adjusts based on your surroundings, but honestly, it's hit or miss. It kept switching to transparency when I wanted silence while walking. I just use a physical ANC button instead. Quick and reliable. Anyone else turn off smart features that overthink for you? Connectivity is rock solid. These support AAC and LDAC for high-quality audio on both iOS and Android, plus LC3 for crystal clear voice calls. I hopped on a Zoom call and my team was like, "Whoa, you sound like a podcaster." Multi-point pairing lets you connect 2 devices at once, and it switches seamlessly. Battery life is solid at 30 hours, though ANC, LDAC, and DSC Extreme can cut that down. I got about 3 days of heavy use before charging. Pro tip: a 3-minute quick charge gives you 3 hours of playback. Oh, and press the power button once, and a voice tells you the battery percentage. No surprises here. So, are these worth $449.99? Let's break it down. Launched in May 2025, the WH-1000XM6's MSRP is steep, but you can often snag them for $419.99 or less on sale. Used pairs are popping up on platforms like eBay for around $300 to $350, which is a steal for this level of quality. Compared to the XM5, which you can find used for about $250, the XM6's improved sound and lighter build justify the extra cost if you're a sound nerd like me. For context, the Nothing headphone one at $300 is a solid budget pick, but it's not as polished. AirPods Max? Still $549 and heavier. The XM6 hits a sweet spot for most people. What's your budget for headphones? $400 feel fair for this. Alright, verdict time. The Sony WH-1000XM6 are my top pick for 2025. They're comfy, sound incredible, and that noise cancellation is next level. The carry case, app, and connectivity are just icing on the cake. Are there better options? The AirPods Max have a wider soundstage, and the Nothing headphone one is cheaper, but the XM6's balance of features makes them hard to beat. If you can swing the $420 new or $300 used, these are a no-brainer. What do you think? Grabbing these or sticking with your current cans? Drop a comment, hit that like button, and subscribe for more tech reviews. Catch you in the next one.